Woman who talked to chimps. In 1960, a scientist went into the rainforest to learn about chimpanzees. Her name was Jane Goodall, and she changed the world. March is Women's History Month. Jane's Dream. As you read, think about Jane's dream and how she followed it. When Jane was a girl, she loved animals. She dreamed that one day she would go into the wild to live with chimps. She wanted to observe them. She wanted to watch them and learn about them. But some scientists thought it was a bad idea. They thought wild animals were too dangerous to watch up close. They thought the chimps might hurt Jane. Jane didn't agree. She thought she could make the chimps feel safe. She wanted to follow her dream. Jane's trip. When Jane was 26, she traveled to a rainforest. She set up a tent near the trees. Each morning she tiptoed through the trees looking for chimps, but every time she got close enough to see them, they ran away. Jane was patient. She knew it would take a long time for the chimps to get used to her. She was respectful, too. She knew she was in their home and she wanted them to trust her. After 6 months, the chimps got used to her. They didn't run away. She could observe them up close. Friends in the forest. Jane got to know the chimps. She gave them names. She called her favorite David Graybeard. One day he came to visit her. He brought another chimp along. It was like he was introducing her to a friend. For almost 2 years, Jane watched the chimps. She took notes. She drew pictures of the chimps in her notebook, and she learned a lot. Jane saw it first. Jane observed that chimps use tools. They use sticks to dig food out of the ground. She learned they took care of each other when they were sad. And she learned that chimps had close families and friends, like people do. No one had known any of these things about chimps before. Thank you, Jane. Scientists were shocked by what Jane had learned and how she had done it. Jane had been right. You could get close to chimps if you were patient and respectful. That all happened more than 60 years ago. Jane has spent her whole life learning about animals and keeping them safe. She has taught people a lot about how to respect our planet. Jane followed her dream, and it took her someplace amazing. By Blair Ransford. Jane's friends. Here are some of the chimps that Jane has met over the years. David Graybeard, Tabora, Gremlin, and Grendel. Jane went to Gombe National Park in Tanzania. Boys and girls, Tanzania is a country on the continent of Africa. So Africa is highlighted here in light green, and Tanzania is this dark green country over here. And that little red dot is the Gombe National Park, which is where Jane was camping. What Jane learned. Jane learned some things about chimps that no one had known before. Read the chart and answer the questions. Here we go. Chimps have close families. Chimp mothers take good care of their babies. Chimp brothers and sisters care about each other too. Chimps use tools. This chimp used this stick as a tool. It used the stick to dig bugs out of the ground to eat. Chimps comfort each other. Chimps comfort their friends when they are upset. They try to get them to feel better. Question 1. What is one of the chimps in the chart using as a tool? A bug, a tree, or a stick? Question 2. Chimp mothers take good care of blank. Their gardens, their babies, or their houses? Question 3. When a chimp comforts a friend, what is it trying to do? Feed the friend, get the friend to feel better, or make the friend angry? Which of these is not true? Chimps can have brothers and sisters. Chimps can feel upset. Chimps never use tools. Which one is not true? Talk about it. What is one thing chimps do that people do too?
Follow your dreams. Do you have any big dreams for yourself? Maybe you want to be a rock star. Maybe you want to be a pro athlete. Maybe you want to write stories or help sick people get better. Maybe you don't know just yet what you want to do. That's okay too. Dreams are wonderful things. They give us hope and let us imagine what we want to be. Whatever your dream is, it's beautiful. How can we turn those beautiful dreams into something real? Here are 3 ways to follow your dreams. Number 1, believe in yourself. You can dream about being whoever or doing whatever you want. That's what dreams are for. Sometimes you might hear a little voice inside your head saying, "But my dream is good." You don't have to listen to that voice. Your dream matters. Believe in yourself. Number 2, be brave. Sometimes it can be hard to do something you love. You might be the only person who never tried it. You might be the only person who looks like you. It can really be hard to try something new. But you can be brave. Give it a chance and don't just love it. And you might meet other amazing people who can help you out. Number 3, stick with it. Following your dreams is hard. It may take a long time to get really good at something. You will have to practice a lot. You might have to make mistakes until you figure out how to do something. But it's worth it. When you work hard, you get better and better. You get closer to your dream, and you learn something about yourself. You learn that you are strong. Everyone has dreams. Everyone deserves to dream. And everyone's dreams are important. So follow those dreams. They're going to take you somewhere great.
What's your dream? Talk about it. See you soon.